Poundcake, who is this?
This is... Who's the one with the Wiccan chick?
No.
Who? Who is he talking about, Bill?
He's talking about... what's her
The Wiccan.
The blonde lady.
oh, God. Stevie Nicks. He's thinking of Stevie Nicks.
You think this is Stevie Nicks?
Yeah, but like her band.
Okay, Stevie Nicks. This was a 35-year-old song that got really, really huge because of a TV show a couple of years ago. So everyone was playing this song. It was back on the radio. I shouldn't say back on the radio. It was never really on the radio when it was a brand new song. She's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Enya.
What?
You want to talk about somebody that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Enya. Holy cow. Orinoco Flow?
So
Stop.
You think this is Fleetwood Mac, but it's not.
Or
That's what I was
Enya.
thinking, Fleetwood Mac, yeah.
Her name is a euphemism for a secondary sex characteristic.
Her first name, there's a lady that's royalty that has the same name. You got to speak Poundcake's language.
Okay, Elizabeth.
True.
Nope.
Pippa?
Yes, Pippa.
Pippa's sister.
Pippa. How do you know Pippa's sister? Wow. This is Kate Bush is the singer I'm looking for. Kate Bush.
Wasn't Pippa the sister of Kate Middleton? Right?
You might be right. That was
Yes,
that was a
it
deep
is.
dive.
Yeah.
But Kate, like Pippa's not in the family.
Pippa's the prettier one, but okay.
I only know Pippa Larson. Kate Bush, who is going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was nominated a bunch of times. She's finally being inducted into the class of 2023, along with Sheryl Crow and Missy Elliott and Willie Nelson and Rage Against the Machine. Shaka Khan is finally getting it. But this song, Running Up That Hill, which is from 1984, I had the album when it came out. It's called Hounds of Love. And it didn't get much traction, but it was the biggest song she had at the time. But it really blew up when it made it into Stranger Things. So it was in everything for about 18 months.
It also really helped a band called Metallica get their music out there. Not a lot of people had heard of them. And then they're in Stranger Things, and then people were like, oh, who is this?
That's right. They had a song called Mistress of Puppets, who got played.
It was actually a mattress of puppets.
Mattress of Puppets. I'm pulling your tag. Running Up That Hill has made history, reached 1 billion streams on Spotify, the first 80s song by a female solo artist to do it. By my math, that puts a cool $76.92 into her pocket. But she tells her fans, each one of these streams is you. And that's what I've told past girlfriends when we get into water sports.
Hey.
Hey-oh!
Little pee-pee joke there.
But 2022 is when this song really blew up because of Stranger Things Season 4. And so a lot of people who thought it was a new song, and you can't blame them because, again, it didn't, in 84 it wasn't a thing. It was just a song that caught my attention, and I loved it. So I was very happy when you saw a lot of people all snippy that people were discovering Kate Bush. I'm like, that's great that people are discovering Kate Bush. Because I think she's awesome. She did collaborations with Peter Gabriel back in the day, and she's a very highly regarded artist, but she's also, as highly regarded as she is, she's also famously reclusive. I mean, Kate Bush, I think, went on a tour in the mid-'80s and was like, nope, that's not for me. And I don't think she ever went out again. But a great song. Not necessarily representative of the rest of that album, by the way, for people who might have Hounds of Love on vinyl. But a great song. So anyway, 1 billion streams on Spotify. And I'm only half joking by saying that probably nets her about $76 because people are famously not getting rich off of streaming services. But she is going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which will happen, I think, in New York this time around. Isn't that where the Rock Hall inductions are happening this year?
I believe so.
But Kate Bush, lovely. Not Stevie Nicks. Not Fleetwood Mac. Not, what do you say, the Wiccan? Oh, that was Stevie Nicks. He was talking about the Wiccan. Poundcake has covered Stevie Nicks. That's why I'm surprised he didn't know it wasn't her.
song was on in the car the other day, and
Poundcake's version, I hope.
This is the version I couldn't get out of my head.
You're like a right winger. Keep thinking the election's stolen. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No? You're like a
No.
right winger. Keep thinking the
wanted to bail.
election's stolen. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, there you go. And for that day, we also refer to Poundcake as our little Wiccan.
Had a funny thing happen at CVS
Boy, it better be.
a few breaks ago.
Mhm.
I went and to get a Red Bull, and they have like those self-checkout machines, and then there's two people behind the desk, right? But there was a ton of people in there. At one, that's it. That's the whole story.
Moving on. There were a lot of people when I went to get my Red Bull. That is good.
No, there was a kid. He had on a CSU sport, like a specific sport team backpack. So I'm guessing he was probably, I don't know, 18, 19. And he was using the self-checkout to buy condoms.
Mm-hmm.
And he had accidentally double scanned one of them. And
Oh,
so,
that sucks. You got to call somebody over.
so he was standing there, and he looked pretty young, but I mean, I can't tell if he was 18 or 22. You know what I mean? Like, he was definitely young, and he had on like his CSU gear, and the light is flashing, and he's standing there, and he's trying not to make eye contact with anybody, and I'm standing behind him waiting to use the self-checkout, and the lady was like, "I'll be there in a minute, honey. What do you need?" And he's like,
You just pay double for him and
know.
walk.
He was like, and I like knew what was going on, and I was like, I think he needs an item deleted, like that. And he goes, yeah, I need an item deleted.
That's what I need.
And so the lady came over, and he had 2 boxes of condoms in his hand, and she ended up deleting it twice. So he would have had to scan it again. So this poor kid is just trying to buy condoms.
Oh, God.
And so when she deleted it twice, she was like, just scan it. He goes, no, just take it. And he gave her
Now
one
he's gonna be a dad.
Right. Well, no. He gave her one of the boxes of condoms. He had a Trojan pleasure pack.
Yeah. You got to get the pleasure pack, man.
And
Come
then
on.
Trojan ETC, I think is what the letters were.
I
Or
think that's
EZ or
I think that's for the extended.
whatever
so,
it
like,
is.
It numbs the boy a little bit.
Oh,
So you got
right.
the little
He was getting the hold off gel.
Maybe.
ENZ.
ENZ. It was
Yeah.
something like, yeah. And he gave the pleasure pack back. So he only left with the 1 pack of
Oh,
the
good. Well, as long as he's
ENZ.
got
Well, the
condom.
ENZ is just the spermicide. I don't think that's
Okay.
the hang-on gel.
Oh. Well, that was the one that he had out. But I felt so bad for this
The
kid.
first time,
Well, and my other thing was why not own it? You're buying condoms because you need them, right? Or because you think you
No,
might need them.
sometimes-
I
People do.
never understood why dudes
Got
were
weird about it.
I'm like, you're telling everyone that you're getting laid. Or at least hoping
That's
to.
a good thing.
well, it's a private thing for some people. Some people just don't talk about that. There are guys that brag
If you're
about it.
yes, like a dude in high school. There's
Well,
no
he's not in
dude
high
who's
I
getting.
don't
school.
think the guy was in high school.
Well, he might have been. He had it was CS. No, he wasn't in high school because it was a CSU. I guess it doesn't matter.
No,
if
but
I
what
say
I'm
the
saying is,
team,
no
right?
matter how old he might have been, he was still clearly nervous
Yes.
about a checkout girl seeing his condoms.
Yes, she was like a middle-aged black lady too, and I think that made him even more nervous because she was. Yeah, it was. Just
Why
a
would
very-
that make him nervous?
Just that it was like an older woman. That it was
Oh.
like, it's not a guy coming over. Like
Yeah, but shouldn't the older women be happy that people are being sexually responsible?
I
The
don't know.
first time,
We don't need more dummies out there.
the first time I bought condoms, it was traumatic. Honestly, that was the only time I remember buying condoms because once I got to college, they used to hand out condoms like candy in the gay club. So I never bought condoms in my adult life. People just used to give them to me.
And they had to
But-
tell them how to use it because then they'd eat them like candy too. And they're like, no, don't.
No.
Just because they're bright green doesn't mean they.
Not a balloon.
But just for clout, in high school, we went to the gas station and bought like Durex condoms, and it just so happened that I was with my friend and we had 2 girls with us, and so they're like, it was a dare. That's how immature we was. We were far too young to be buying condoms because we got dared to go buy them, and we went to the front desk.
It's an expensive dare.
Yeah, we went to got Durex, just in no particular size or whatever. Put them up on the register, and a lady was like, I don't know if we have an age restriction for these because clearly I was like 13, 14, and the lady comes out and she's like, I was like, okay, never mind, forget it, I'm leaving. And she's like, you don't have to be embarrassed about safe sex. I'm just getting, she's like, just getting clarification. Just saying. I was like, no, it's okay, fine, forget it. Don't worry.
I prefer Durex because I'm an Anglophile. Well, good. So you did the dare.
I did the dare, but yeah, I mean, it was pointless because I never used those. Those were for wallet use only.
I want to be sure you
Wallet
know how to use
use.
a condom.
Wallet wear.
Rubber, a raincoat, a boner bucket, party hat, squirt skirt, love sock.
Oh, good God.
Hello?
Hi.
Poundcake, you know who this is?
Ghostbag?
Yes, this is Ghostbag. How you doing?
Hi, Ghostbag. I'm good.
Am I bothering you? Is this a bad time?
No, I'm just got a lot on my mind.
I know you do, and that's why I'm checking in. I heard you mention earlier that you were looking for a place to stay.
Yeah.
You gotta move out.
Yeah?
Well, I might have an idea for you.
Purgatory has a place for me?
What the hell are you talking
Okay,
about?
never-
Purgatory?
No, I thought that's where you were. That's why you were a ghost.
You thought I was in purgatory this whole time?
Yeah, I thought
That's
that.
a made-up place, dummy.
I thought it was heaven, hell, and purgatory.
Those are all made up.
Okay.
I'm out here in the ether, man.
Alrighty.
Purgatory, Jesus. What, listen, what I'm saying, I'm trying to tell you is, what I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you can come, if you need to, maybe you can come, stay in my place for a little while.
You've had a place this whole time and you ain't tell me?
Yes, I do. It's in your bedroom closet. Sucker.
Well, you keep playing games.
Stupid. I'm telling you, you gotta stay in your own house.
If you keep playing games, I'm not gonna have a place to stay. So that means no closet for you.
Hey, I don't need to be in the closet. You came out, I can too, man.
Well, where are you gonna stay then?
I'll stay in my place.
I thought you said your place was in my closet.
Well, I was joking. I do have my own place. Your closet is just what I call my pied-à-terre.
Okay. You only pop out when
My
it is.
place on the side. That's right, when I see you getting ready to do something.
Well, okay. Well, I've been doing a lot of stress wanks, so.
Oh, I know. It's terrible to watch. So angry.
Yeah.
So angry.
Yeah, I turn red like a tomato.
Oh, this guy. Poundcake, calm down.
Well,
It's like you're wearing sandpaper gloves. You don't look happy at all.
It's not happy. It's out of necessity.
But it should still make you happy.
I feel happy.
That's why I came to watch. I'm not trying to watch no snuff film. Ugh. I want you to be happy, man.
Well, I need you to float around and scare some people out of their apartment, so therefore I can get cheap rent. If they think it's haunted.
I'm not the scaring kind. I don't scare people.
Well, can you please?
We all have our own lane. I have cousins who scare. My lane is I like to watch people whack off. That's my lane, man.
Well, can you call your cousin then?
I ain't gonna call my cousin. Who you wanting to scare?
It's someone who has a nice spot for less than $900.
Less than $900.
I'm not asking for much, clearly.
What's going on around here? Oh man. All right, I'll see if I can get him to scare somebody out.
Thank you.
Any particular, how about the east side of Cleveland? It's a lot of scary places over there.
That's where you came from.
You ain't even gonna have to do much work scare people over there, man.
I want my apartment with 4 walls, please.
Get you a nice spot. Over on 99th.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
Set you up.
good on that. I don't need an overpass or under a bridge or anything like that.
Well, you're not a goblin. I'm not gonna put you under a bridge.
You'd probably still watch if I was under a bridge, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. You know me. That's right, I would. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be doing an angry wank under a bridge, and I would still watch you. You know me too well. We've known each other a long time now.
I feel like I still have a friend no matter what. Yeah, we're going on. Hell, it's over 10 years I've known you.
Yeah, long time, man. Our 10-year anniversary is coming up.
No, actually,
What do you get for the guy who's whacked everything?
More lube.
I was gonna say.
More lube. You know, speaking of Under the Bridge, there's a really good band you should check out. Ever heard of them? They're called the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You familiar with them?
No.
They don't get a lot of play on the radio. You should check them out.
Well, we're a rock station. WMMS should play them.
All right. I only know one of the guys because a former guitar player used to watch him whack off.
Are they from?
That's how we met.
Are they from Louisiana?
Yeah, I believe Louisiana. I'll have to check on that. Listen, I'm gonna get my cousin to scare you up a new spot,
Thank you.
and then we gonna christen it. You know how I do.
Yeah, that's fine. I would totally put on a whole lights and everything
Put on a
just for
hole.
you.
No, you don't have to do that.
It'd be a whole production.
All right, good. You know I like a little showbiz in there.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Off into the ether.
Say what?
He went off into the ether.
Into the ether.
I was having this discussion with my boyfriend. I said, what if all the ghosts that are on Earth are just like evil spirits? Like they died, they awaited judgment, and they didn't get into heaven. So they're like, listen, you're going to hell. Like, and they're like, no, I'm not going. Well, you can stay here on Earth till the world ends, but after that, you're going to hell. Like, you're
well,
just
there
going
are
to hell,
people
they're
who
just waiting.
there are people who believe that this is hell.
I don't think this is hell. I
That they
think this
don't
is-
believe. Well, you might not believe that, but there are some people who believe that, who don't believe that hell is made up, which it most certainly is.
I don't think.
That this, and I don't mean like the hell is other people type thing. I mean like that this is the plane of existence that's based in struggle, in turmoil, in sorrow. And
Yeah, I got into a deep discussion with my boyfriend talking about it because I was like, what if this is just like the first life? Like that you got to shed your earthly.
So how many edibles did you guys take when you were having this conversation?
Nothing. I don't.
Poppers?
Nothing. No, we were watching
Not even jalapeno?
Our thing when we get together is watching scary movies. So we would watch Insidious, and I think that's kind of what started it because the guy is haunted and he can go.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, he can float when he's asleep. He can go into another realm.
The new one's coming out.
I know, and we're waiting to go see it. The Red Door.
Getting the original cast back.
And so we were talking about that. I said, what if all the spirits that haunt Earth, they're just waiting to go to hell? Because I was like, that would totally be me. They're like, okay, you can go to hell or you can haunt Earth. I'm like, oh, I'm haunting everybody. Like, I'll be here till the world ends. I don't want to go to hell. So I'm a procrastinator. So I'm like, might as well enjoy my afterlife while I can. If I'm going to be in hell for all eternity.
Imagine living your life worried about hell.
And
You've
then still
lived part of
doing
your
stuff.
life worried about it.
Yes, and then I reached the age of reason and I figured it out.
Hell's real, man.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Even
Yes,
like in
huh?
You telling me Jews are all wrong?
What about,
They don't believe in hell?
why are there's more Christians than there are Jews? So why are the Christians wrong?
What, you think because there's a lot more of them that they're right?
I mean, don't numbers
just means
mean
that
there's
something?
a lot more
No.
Hindu than there are Christians.
Yes.
Christianity is the biggest the biggest
It
religion.
is the biggest
Muslim.
Christian. No, Muslim is
Muslim's
the biggest
the biggest
religion in the
religion.
world.
But yes, they're all wrong. They're all wrong.
Gotcha.
But the
Well,
one that I was raised in is the right one. So there you go.
There you go. Okay, anyway, I've got to take a break. Good. We've figured out some more problems that the Earth has to contend with, and we've solved them all. I got Bill Burr tickets for you. He is doing that Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. They're at the Football Hall of Fame in October. So if you're a Bill Burr fan, I'll hand off a couple of tickets coming back.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com.